Okay, guys. Vector, and I already uploaded one video for vector, but okay, a brief review from your lecture, previous lecture, vectors, and what are the notation for vectors. Actually, we use notation first of all vectors. What are vectors? So all those quantities and all those physical quantity which require two things, magnitude and direction. You can say a and theta, magnitude and direction. Direction may be angle, maybe for example north, east, these values. uh, I don't know, I'm again confused because again I received notification of permission for students, so I don't know why. What's the problem with my. So uh, these are review from basics from previous class. That vector are those quantity which have magnitudinal direction. Presentation of vector. So with for vector presentation we use uh, capital letter like arrow above capital letter or arrow below capital letter, or we use bold face letter like this one. One face of A is bold, or for example, if you want to write B for Victor, so one face of B is also bold. This is called bold face letters. Okay, next topic was resolution of vector. Resolution of vector, how you can split a single vector into its component. Like, for example, one vector is given. This one is A, B are individual. Let's suppose this one is A. So A vector. So how we can resolve this into its component? How we can find component of a single vector? So we draw a perpendicular line on x-axis, and then we join these points, these lines. This one is actually perpendicular line, yes, and this one is actually horizontal line, vertical line and horizontal. Uh, Horizontal, yeah, component along x-axis and component along y-axis, where ax is equal to what? Ax is equal to a cos theta, ay is equal to a sin theta. Okay, how we can find the magnitude or size of this vector? So with the help of this formula, ax square plus ay square, we can find the magnitude of a vector. If we know the value of x component and y component, so we can find the value of a magnitude of a vector a, original vector. Same, if you want to find the angle, this angle. So for angle we use formula tangent theta is equal to what? Theta is equal to tangent inverse ay component divided by ax component. Correct? So this one is for angle. Finding angle between these components. Yeah, for example, angle vector making with x-axis. Always our angle will start from x-axis. Okay, next thing we have unit vectors. So we have unit vector like I, J, and K. These are just show, for example, the direction. I is for x-axis, and J is for y-axis, K is for z-axis. Correct? These are unit vectors. Their magnitude is equal to 1. So let's try one example, review example. For example, you can see this plane is moving. A small plane leaves an airport, okay, and later it's sighted 215 kilometer away in a direction making angle 22 with east of north. It means that if we draw direction east, west, and north with and south. East of north means, for example, this plane is moving, correct? This distance is actually 215 kilometer, making angle with north. This angle is actually 22 degree. So how far east and north is the airplane from the airport when sighted? It means that the distance cover on east side and distance cover on north side. So how we can find? Actually, this example is from component of vector. Vector is given. Let's suppose vector length is equal to 215 kilometer. 215 kilometer. Okay, how to find? Yeah, angle is also given. This angle is given actually 22 degree. But we need this angle with x-axis. This is with x-axis. So we know that this total angle is 90. So when we subtract 22 from 90, this angle will be 68. I think 68. So 29, 90, 90 minus 22 equal to 68. This angle is 68. So we need ax component and ay component. And we know from formula that ax component is equal to what? A into cosine of angle, where angle is 68 degree. Okay, what is A? A is actually length of this one. Yeah, original vector 215 kilometer, magnitude 215 into cosine of 68 degree. First find cosine 68 degree, multiply with 216. So we have cosine 68 degree multiply with 215 equal to 80.5. 80.5 kilometer. This is x component, this side. Same vertical component, ay is equal to a into sine of theta, where a is equal to 215 and angle is sine 68 degree. So first of all, find out sine 68 degree, then multiply with 25. So sine of 68 degree multiply with 215 equal to 199 something. 199 ay. You can write this one is 80.5. You can say I with this one, and this one is 199 j. Correct? So these are what component, x component and y component. So how we can write the vector for plane? So we have like axi plus ayj. So a is equal to axi, where axi is 80.5i plus ay means 199j. I, J, these are just directions. If this one is along x-axis, J means along y-axis. So I think component, how we can find x component and y component. This one clear? No question? Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, mister.
Since we are having X and Y, so what's the need for J and I?
No, then if we have ij, then we don't want, then we don't write x and y. For example, if we write a vector is equal to what? A vector is equal to 2i plus 4j. Correct? So we don't have here actually x and y. So first I is for x component and y is for, yeah, j is for y component. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Yes, yes. If
Okay,
we
sir.
don't have x, y, so then we. Ajmal Wafa, any question?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, my question is that the plane actually went around 250, 15 kilometers, but if we add up ET plus 199, it becomes 275 around. So how is that different from 215?
Oh, no, Mister. Actually, we have A magnitude this formula under the root of 80.5 whole square plus 199.199 whole square. So square this one, take under the root, this will give you 215 because for magnitude. Correct?
Okay, Professor. Now I got it. Yes.
Thank you. Any other question? Okay, I also solved one question in our uploaded video from this one, so I will also discuss again another example. Uh, Two vectors are given, but these are actually in polar coordinate form. Polar coordinate form, when r in theta is given, r is magnitude of a vector and theta is angle. A vector is given, B vector is given, magnitude and angle is given. So find out first one, x and y components. Second one, we want to find resultant. Resultant r is equal to 4a minus b. Then we need to find polar coordinates for this vector, for resultant vector. So how we can solve? First of all, we have a vector, and a vector is equal to 1 and 150. 1 is the magnitude, length or size of a vector, and 150 making angle with x-axis. So we know that we have x component and y component for every vector, for a vector. So we need to find ax and ay. Ax is equal to what? Ax is equal to a into cos of theta, where a is equal to length 1 magnitude and cosine of 150 degree. Same, ay is equal to a of sine theta and a is 1, so sine of 150 degree. First of all, find out 150 degree, multiply with 1. So cosine 150 degree equal to minus 0.86. Minus 0.86. Why this one is minus? Because 150 degree is in second quadrant, and second quadrant x component is negative. Let's suppose angle is here 150 degree. So we know that in second quadrant x is negative. So our x component is negative. You can try minus 0.86 I. Okay, sine 150, find out sine 150 degree. It will be positive because in second quadrant y is positive. So sine of 150 degree, 0 0.5. 0.5 and j vector. So I can write a vector like a is equal to a xi plus a yj. So a is equal to what? We have minus 0.86 I vector plus 0.5 j vector. This is vector number A. Now we have second one, B vector, where B is equal to what? B is equal to 2 and 270 degree. This means that magnitude is 2 and angle is 270 degree. So same we can find Bx component, where Bx component is B cos theta, By component, so equal to B into sine theta. D is 2 and we have cosine of 270 degree. Same 2 into sine of 270 degree. So find out 270 degree and then multiply with 2. So sine 270 degree equal to 0. 0 multiply with 2 equal to what? 0. 0 I. Same, we have sine 270. Sine 270 is minus 1. So sine 270 equal to minus 1 multiply with 2 equal to what? Minus 2j. So we have v vector and v vector is equal to dxi plus dyj. So v is equal to what? V vector is equal to 0i plus minus 2j. So vector number v. If you don't want to write I, so no need of writing I. Just you can write minus 2j. Okay, so this was part number 8, x and y coordinates, yeah, components. Next step number B, we need what? We need to find uh, 4a minus b. R is equal to 4a minus b. So if you write R vector is equal to 4 multiply with a. So multiply with a, then we have minus b vector. So you can write b as well. So first one, a, write down a is minus 0.86i plus we have 0.5j, correct, we have j here. Minus b is 0i minus 2j. So 4 multiply with these numbers, like 0.86 multiply with 4 equal to what? 4 multiply 0.86 equal to 3.44 minus 3.44 I vector, plus we have 4 multiply with 0.5 equal to 2j vector. Then we have minus multiply with this one, so 0i, minus multiply with this one plus 2j. So add I with I and j with j. So we have minus 3.44 and we have 0. So R is equal to what? Minus 3.44 I vector. 2 plus 2 equal to what? 4j vector. This is actually the R vector. R vector is equal to minus 3.44 I and we have 4j. This is part number 2. It's a kind of preparation for your second quiz. So we know R value from B part. Okay, third one. What are the polar coordinates for R? So we need to find polar coordinate of R. Polar coordinate means magnitude of vector R and also the angle. So what we have formula for magnitude A. Okay, first of all, how we can find magnitude of R? So R magnitude is equal to Rx component square plus Ry component square, where x component is minus 3.44 square, correct? Ry component is only 4, this one. So square this one, take square root, this is R magnitude, length or size. Same, how we can find theta? So theta, we know that theta is equal to tan inverse. We have Ry component divided by Rx component, where Ry is 4 divided by minus 3.44, so this will give you angle. Clear? Any question in this? Yes. Excellent, Mr. Excellent. Excellent, Basir. Magnitude of R is 5.2 something, and also you can find angle. No question? Okay, great. Excellent. Okay, this was a review from your previous class. Now we have great, Maliha. Excellent. Now we have vector multiplication. Uh, Previously we discussed addition, how we can add. So x with x component, y with y component. Now multiplication of vectors, how we can multiply vectors. And there are two types of vector product, vector multiplication. One is called scalar product and second one is called vector product. Scalar product means, for example, when two vectors multiply, vector number 1 multiply with vector number 2. So what will be the result? Same vector product is also when two vector multiply. So what will be the result? So let's discuss vector product and scalar product. First one is vector product. Sorry, first one is scalar product or dot product. So scalar product and dot product, these are same. These are same. We can say scalar or dot product. Scalar product means that when two vector multiply, like we have vector number 1 multiply with vector number 2 second, and result is a scalar quantity, not a vector quantity. This type of multiplication is called what? Scalar product. Two vector multiplied and result is a scalar quantity. Like we have work. Work is an example of what? Scalar quantity. Work is the product of force and displacement. For example, uh, we have mass number n, and when you apply force on this body, it displaces some distance. So work is equal to, work is done, and work is the product of force and displacement or distance covered, where both are vector quantities. Like force is a vector quantity, displacement is also a vector quantity, but result is work, and work is a scalar quantity. For work, we don't need direction. Okay, so what is the formula of vector product or dot product or scalar product? So we have a vector dot b. Representation is from dot. In between two vectors we have dot. So dot product or scalar means their result is scalar. Equal to a dot b is equal to a magnitude and b magnitude with cosine of theta. For example, when apply force on a body, and this force making angle with horizontal x-axis, like we have 30 degree, 40 degree. So you displace some, this body displace some distance. So then work is equal to what? Work is equal to F magnitude, D magnitude, displacement magnitude with cosine of angle. So A dot B is equal to A magnitude, B magnitude with cosine of theta. So maximum range, minimum range also possible. Like if angle is, let's suppose 90 degree. First one is, let's suppose angle is 90 degree. Like if we have a body and you are applying force on this body, this is force. You want to displace this body in this direction and x-axis. So you can see displacement is on x-axis and your force is from y-axis. Angle between these two is 90 degree. So according to formula, A dot B, or you can say that F dot D, F dot D equal to F magnitude, D magnitude with cosine of 90 degree. So cosine of 90 degree equal to what? Cosine of 90 degree is 0. So 0 multiplied with FD is equal to 0. So in this case, when angle between force and displacement is 0, work done equal to what? Angle is 90 degree, so work done equal to 0. We cannot work on this body if you are applying for 90 degree. Okay, second concept is when angle is when angle is 0 degree. For example, when theta is equal to 0 degree, like what? For example, you apply force on this body, force is in this direction. Also you want to move this, you have displaced this body along x-axis. So in this case, force and displacement angle is 0. So work done is equal to F dot D, where F magnitude, D magnitude, and we have cosine of 0 degree, where cosine of 0 degree is equal to what? Cosine of 0 degree is 1. So in this case, our work will be positive work, F dot D, work done when angle is 0 degree. Third case, uh, third case is actually when angle is 180 degree. So what will be the work done? If we have inclined plane, and for example, we have one mass. Okay, you are standing here, you apply force to pull this mass, but this mass is very heavy, so this mass moving downward. Now in this case, angle between force and displacement is 180 degree. 180 degree. You are, for example, moving this body upward, but due to high weight, body moving downward. So what is work done here? So work done is equal to what? F dot D into cosine of 180 degree. Or we have FD into cosine of 180 is minus 1. So work done is equal to minus FD. This means that negative work. Yes, negative work done. So this one is positive work done. F plus D. This one is called what? Negative work done. And when angle is 90, that work done is equal to 0. So there are three cases for dot product. Maximum case is minimum case and 0. Maximum is plus FD, minimum case is minus FD, and 0 is when angle is 90. Correct? So this one was when angle, this one is when angle is given. Angle between two vectors is given. So u dot v is equal to u magnitude v magnitude and cosine of theta. When just two vectors are given, like we have vector number a and vector number b, without direction, without the angle, like we have, for example, 2i plus 4j plus 3k. Second vector, for example, we have 9i minus, let's suppose, 3j, and we have 10k. So then how we can find a dot b, product of two vectors? This is actually dot product or scalar product. So scalar product is equal to I multiply with I, j multiply with j, and k multiply with k. So first multiply I component. 2 multiply with 9 equal to 18. Correct? No need of writing I, because I dot I, both vectors are along x-axis. One is I, second one is also I. So angle between these two is 0 degree. So then I dot I is equal to what? I dot I is equal to I magnitude, where unit vector magnitude is 1. Same we have I magnitude is also 1. Then we have cosine of 0 degree, where cosine of 0 degree is equal to 1. So no need of writing I, j, k. We have only 18, because we have 2i, I multiply with I, but I multiply with I is equal to 1. Same we have j, so symbol is minus because minus multiply with plus. 4 multiply with 3 equal to 12j. No need of writing j. And then we have what? 3 multiply with 10, so k multiply with k is 30. A dot b is equal to what? A dot b is equal to 18 in 30. 48 minus 12 equal to what? 36. And 36 is a scalar number. No need writing ijk because dot product is the product of two vectors, but result is a scalar quantity. Clear? Dot product. How
Yes,
you-
teacher.
Clear, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Okay.
Most will.
For example, again two vectors are given a and b. So how we can find a dot b? So I multiply with I, 5 multiply with 8, 40, j with j. Okay, symbol is minus. So 3 multiply 9 equal to 27. Same k multiply with k. So minus 2 multiply with 11 equal to minus 22. You can simplify this one. 40 minus, add these, 27 and 22 equal to 41, 51. Yes, 51,
49.
49. Mr.
49,
Nikhil.
sir.
Yes, 49. We have 49. So equal to what?
Minus nine.
Minus 9. Clear. Okay, next example, how we can find angle between these two vectors. You can solve this one. I will solve this one. Finding angle between these two vectors. For example, vector number A is given, B is given. We don't know about the angle. So we have formula for the dot product of two vectors. Like we have A dot B is equal to what? A magnitude. Then we have B magnitude into cosine of theta. We don't know about cosine theta. So if you divide both sides by magnitudes, A magnitude, B magnitude. This side also A magnitude and B magnitude. So A magnitude divided by A magnitude cancel. We have result cosine of theta this side equal to what? A dot B divided by A magnitude and B magnitude. We need angle, so if you transfer cosine to this side, so theta is equal to cosine of inverse. We have A